Today we're here with Leo Zerhusen from Hope for All, and he's going to tell us about their great work that they do in the Anne Arundel County communities that help the less fortunate. Leo, thanks for meeting with me today. Could you tell us about Hope for All? How did it start?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys for taking the opportunity to come and visit to see what's really happening with Hope for All. Basically, it started about 15 years ago in our home. Our home was filled with bags and bags and bags of clothing. And from there, we moved to a warehouse. Actually, a former student of mine, her and her husband owned EJ Enterprises, and they donated space to us. And we moved around within their facility about 3 or 4 times, and then unfortunately they lost their business. And so we operated out of trailers and garages and whatever until we found a place to stay, which was in this complex. And my eyes will work. And we were in 4 buildings, which you've visited before, and then about 4 months ago we decided to make it into one building. Okay. We are a Christian-based nonprofit. We are a 501c3. We basically serve families, children, homeless, veterans, the aged, the disabled, and those suffering from social-economic, social-emotional issues or drugs and alcohol. We receive referrals throughout the county from the school system, from all the social services, the Housing Commission of the City of Annapolis, the Housing Commission of Anne Arundel County, the Lighthouse Shelter, Sarah's House, Arundel House of Hope for the Homeless, and there are about 10, 12 other agencies, including the veterans, that use our services. They find a family, they send us a referral stating this family has some needs, and then we have a team of volunteers that go out and visit them for the first time to introduce ourselves and to see what they can use to make what we call their house into a home where it's livable. Oftentimes the homes we visit are empty. There may be one chair. There are children sleeping on the floor. There are moms with their infants on the floor. There are moms who are pregnant sleeping on the floor. There are elderly that have one chair to sit in. And some of them are very substandard conditions. A good number of these families are transitioning from homelessness. So we receive the referral, and then we meet with them. We usually bring them what we call our basket of hope, which includes cleaning supplies, toiletry items. We also give them a Bible and a prayer book, but there's no forced. It's up to them. But we find most of the times these families really want somebody to talk to and to pray with. So on a year's basis, we will do probably in this fiscal year 250 families that we change from houses into homes, which will represent about 800 individuals. Our other program is Head to Toe, and that is through the county school system. And here we try to ensure that every child is able to go to school with the proper clothing.
And that's important to the youngsters too. I mean, just for confidence, and I think a lot of that goes a long way with the children.
Most definitely. And what you find, having been a teacher myself, kids would wear the same clothes all week long, but what they would do is skip a day, they not come to school, so that they would hope that people would forget what they were wearing. But that's often not the case. This year we will donate around $60,000 of donated clothing, and also the families participate in the Houses and Homes program to the school system. Will affect probably close to 800 to 1,000 students and some of their family members this year.
Wow. Can you tell me how people can find you?
Okay, our website is pretty easy. It's hope4, F-O-R, all.us. Our phone number is 410-766-0372. And our website is hope4all72@gmail.com.
And I know you take donations.
Always. We're always looking for donations.
You're always looking for donations, and there's a list on your website of the types of things that you're looking for as far as donations. Kids' clothing, kids' items, furniture.
Definitely.
Definitely furniture. Also, you take cleaning supplies and
Yeah.
household
Preferably the cleaning
items.
supplies, we like them to be new.
New,
Okay,
of
so
course.
they're full bottles when we give them to the families. But yes,
Okay, and also they're looking for volunteers. If you're interested, a Girl Scout troop,
Yes.
a Boy Scout troop, just
Adults?
adults. They're always looking for volunteers, and it's not just around the holidays that we need donations at these nonprofits. We need them all year round. So that's something that's huge. Summertime isn't take a break for
Right.
people in need.
Yeah, well, in the summer, it's a good opportunity for those students who have to have service hours to come. We're always looking for young men or women. We do have a few women who go out and actually do the pickups and the deliveries. We do them on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8:30 to around 12. And that's kind of amazing because that's the only time frame right now because of budget that we have to do these pickup and deliveries. Otherwise, I feel we would probably easily exceed 350 families a year.
And do you also take monetary donations?
Yes, we do. And if you go to our website, there is a place there that you can donate.
Great.
Or if you want, you can send the donation to P.O. Box 1548,
Okay.
Glen Burnie, Maryland 21060.
Okay, great. Well, let's look around if you don't mind and
Sure.
how you do your operation.
Well, this is our incoming area for clothing, household items, and yard sale stuff. Yard sales are very important to us because they help us raise much needed funds.
Okay.
Roughly, it costs us about $170,000 a year to do this, and we only have 3 staff people. We will put in between 8 and 12,000 volunteer hours this year. And so volunteers are important. We do have Saturday crews, usually the second, third Saturday, but we're trying to fill up the first and fourth so we can keep the volume going. So what happens is that we unloaded them here. The yard sale's been overloaded, but we appreciate it because it's much needed. The table over here is where we collect our household stuff. So pots, pans, dishes, glasses, silverware, and all that come into there. This is our clothing area, which at one time was the whole length of this wall filled. We just got it up to date this past week. So when volunteers come in, they come to the clothing area, they take a bag, and we'll walk around the corner here.
Okay.
And then what will happen, they work on these tables. The tables have all been done by Eagle Scout projects, and some of the kids have signed their names to the tables. They open the bag and then they sort. So there's a box for all of men's shorts, women's shorts, boys' shorts, girls' shorts, same thing for pajamas, same thing for long pants, same things for jeans, and it's all sorted. When the boxes are full, we have 3 or 4 volunteers who go through the box a second time, especially for cleanliness. We don't take anything with pet hair, no smoke, no tears, no rips.
Okay.
If we wouldn't wear it, we're not giving it to the families. And once it's sized, it then goes into the boxes that are along the back wall. Those boxes, actually, it's misleading because there's actually a whole nother set behind them. And one set is summer and spring, and the other one's fall and winter.
Oh, wow.
When the boxes are full, all the orange boxes over here to our left, they are what we call overflow boxes. And so we will fill them up. If we get enough overflow, we will go out into the community and do giveaways. We've done a giveaway at Hilltop Elementary, the Judy Center, Tyler Heights Elementary, and we do one with the church TLC,
Okay.
which is Transforming Life. In the middle here, we have all our brand new underwear and socks. And if we pan over to this side, this is our yard sale area. It's every second Saturday of the month from 8 a.m. to 11. Everything is cleaned by the ladies before it goes out. Everything's priced. So they take a lot of pride in that. So if we go ahead down a little bit further, we're heading into our household and linen area. This is our linen area. Um, we have a dear lady, God bless her, Janet Wilhelm, who basically is pretty much homebound. She's on oxygen, and at least twice a year she will call us, and she will have put together a package of brand new comforters, sheets, linens, sometimes it's books. Her last delivery was a full rack, which is in the back, of brand new pots, pans,
Wow.
toaster ovens for coffee makers for families. And so the ladies mostly are here on Wednesday, and they fill their orders on Wednesday for what's going out. If something goes out on Tuesday, then it's usually done the week before, so it's ready to go out like tomorrow when Chris comes in. If we go in the back, this is our shoe area, and we do pretty well with shoes. A lot of times if we have the opportunity, we buy them. Some of our volunteers themselves will go out when they see a sale and buy shoes. Again, here we're pretty selective about what we will use to give to families. That's very important. And then behind Sarah is the household. So this is all the plates and dishes and the wooden rack in the back on the wall. That's what at one time that was filled with all brand new stuff. You can still see some of the stuff there, and that was donated by Miss Wilhelm. And we have a lot of wonderful people that support us on a continuing basis.
And that's important.
Very, very much so. And if we go out this way, we do collect simple little new toys. These toys are put into families' orders so that when they see on the inventory sheet that there's a little one 2 years old, it's a boy, they can come over here and pick through. So we're always looking for donations of new toys. They don't have to be expensive. These kids' eyes light up just for the fact that somebody's thought about them. And then this is our last section. Right now it's a little mess because we just finished the yard sale. In this aisle is our infant aisle. All the bins over here on the left are pretty much filled with diapers. On the right-hand side, we have all kinds of linens for babies. We have personal products from moms. We have baby mattresses in the back. We have some strollers, some car seats. We have some bikes, as you can see. And then from this row all the way back, that is all furniture for families. That all goes out to families, and we can come down a little bit. These are all our racks that we this is our kind of our chair and table aisle, and then we have our dresser and end table nightstand aisle, and then we have our love seats, sofas, and upholstered chairs, and then we have our beds. Most of our beds we've been blessed to be able to buy, although this year we kind of really overshot our budget, but the need has just been so great. In the first 6 months, we supplied probably 175 full beds, and then another 50 that we were able to give just the mattress or just the box spring, whatever the family needed. In the back there, you can see all our lamps. Up top, we only use the concrete section. The length of the top is filled with winter clothing. It's already winter coats, and it's mostly already been sized by gender. And so when it's time, we will actually be getting ready to do a mission trip to Appalachia. We have 2 missions in Appalachia. One's in Terra Alta and one's in Brewston Mills, and we go to each one once a year. We bring them up mostly winter clothing, some summer clothing, and we bring them up with school supplies. There's a room up there that is filled with school supplies. Oh, wow. And that's also available to the county teachers if they need it. And then you can see all our extra strollers, baby swings, and other odds and ends that we don't want to keep down here because they just take up too much room, and that way they're out of the way. This is one of our ingenious construction, I guess. Basically, we use 4 letters. We use H, L, C, and F: housing, linens, clothing, and furniture. When the ladies fill an order, they'll mark, like if it's clothing, they'll put an H and check it off, or C and check it off. If they fill the household, they put the H, check it off. Once the letters are full, except for furniture, then Chris, our driver, he knows that it's time to go ahead and put the furniture order together. Now, right now, we've been extremely low and still are very low on dressers. Dressers is a big item because usually, most families are 3 and 4 people, and oftentimes we're only be able to use, if they ask for 4, we can give them 2, but it's a start for them.
When do you make pickups?
The same days that we do the deliveries. That's why it's so constrained right now.
Clockwork.
It is, yeah. I mean, when you think about being able to do that in a 12, 13-hour week, it is pretty amazing what he's able to get done. And Jeannie, our operations person, she is the reason why all this is here. She has organized this whole thing. And there's kind of a little story behind that. When I was teaching, she played basketball for me my first year that I was teaching. You're talking about 1970, 71, and we've still been friends all this time. So this has got to be done yet. All the bags to the left are Lutheran missions. Basically, we have to turn away 30 to 40 bags of clothing every 2 weeks because they're dirty and filthy. People don't wash them. There's smoke in them. There's pet hair. And I won't go any further on that. Then there's a group of bags here that are for Appalachia. There's a group of bags here for Peace Lutheran. They do a giveaway here in Glen Burnie every second Saturday of the month. So we try to help them with their outreach, especially when we have enough stuff. So eventually this is all going to be sectioned off so that we have these. We also have Dress for Success. We help them with their program up here at the town center in Glen Burnie, where they help people get back to work. So a lot of the dress clothing and stuff goes to them, and they use it for their program. Yeah, and then lastly, this section over here, while it is furniture, most of this is stuff that families don't need, or people will donate it to us to use it for whatever. So we do put it at the yard sale. However, if a family would say, hey, I just need a large bookcase, then if there's a bookcase, we pull it. It's theirs. Even at the yard sale, sometimes we'll have families come. The prices here are very reasonable. So we have a lot of people that do shop here, and they'll say, well, I could really use it, but I really don't have the money. And we basically will just let them take it at no charge to them. We don't allow families, for the most part, to come here. Everything is done through the referral process. It would just be too much to have families come here and say, well, I need this, this, and this.
Sure.
And so that's why we visit the home to make sure what is needed and that it's also going to fit. A lot of these families are living in very small, restricted, some of them are even in efficiency like apartments. We just did a gentleman, 80 years old, and he's blind, and he has a bed. That's it. And but he still would like to have a sofa, so if people come to visit him, and a chair, and he was a great gentleman to talk to. We talked for about a half hour while we visited. So, and that's another important thing for a lot of these families. It's just somebody taking the time to spend and visit with them.
Sure.
And we have about 8 to 10 people that do what we call our intakes, go out and actually meet the families.
That's important to people, people knowing that people care.
Yes.
And to have somebody to talk to.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes.
Well, Leo, thanks for all that you do and all of your folks with what they do for the county. It's very important. And like I said, it's not just a holiday thing. This is a year-round operation. And
it doesn't slow down.
It doesn't slow down.
It doesn't slow down. It's only been getting bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger.
Yeah. And we have one other little program, which is up towards the front. And we save the McDonald's toys, the Burger King toys, or small stuff that people donate that's wrapped. And we put them in it's called the Positive Behavior Incentive System through the county schools. And they've identified 6 schools here in the North County that they would like us. So we save them, we take them to the school. The kids earn points, and for their points, then they're allowed to go into like a little store and
Very cool.
and get the things that they need. So
And they get excited about
yeah,
that
oh
stuff.
yeah, and it's important. You know, very, very important.
Well, thanks again, like I said, for all that you do. And please support Leo's organization. You can go on their website. You can call their phone number that Leo had given earlier. And please reach out.